Well, the family of a Decatur man who died after being in custody at the Morgan County Jail earlier this year has filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Decatur police and the Morgan County Sheriff's Office. Way 31's Georgia Clark joins us now live in studio with more after speaking with the family's attorneys. Georgia?
Well, John L.G. Scott Jr. was arrested on April 15th of this year following a call to his mother's home that reported he was having a mental health crisis. After refusing to enter an ambulance, he was taken into custody by Decatur police. And court documents say once he got to the jail, he was not given mental health care and brutalized by officers and deputies inside. This is body camera footage from the night of the arrest. Head attorney in the suit, Lee Merritt, says law enforcement is trained to handle and de-escalate situations when a mental health crisis is in play. But the officers and guards chose to manhandle Scott, putting his mind and body under even more stress. And with Scott being a former football player, Merritt says it caused long-term effects on his brain.
He suffered some mental health consequences of his time on the field. CTE is a real thing that impacts so many people in Alabama and so many people in our community. And when individuals like that come into contact with law enforcement, it should not be a death penalty. Law enforcement needs to be trained to deal with people in crisis so that they can get them to help and not help them to death. This is a real tragedy for this community, and we're no longer going to leave it within the confines of the Black community. This is a city tragedy.
Well, Merritt says the family is seeking extraordinary relief, which is where they are asking the city and the courts to change policies and procedures to avoid something like this happening to another man and another family. In the court documents, it says before Scott was transported to the hospital after noticeably having a health crisis, corrections officers and other law enforcement kicked, punched, tased, and put a hood over Scott's head. All of this, they say, contributed to his death a few hours later in the lawsuit documents. The investigation into Scott's death by the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency and the Madison County Sheriff's Office is still ongoing, and we will be sure to bring you updates as we get them. Reporting live with coverage you can count on, Georgia Clark, Way 31 News.